Hey guys, it's Christina. Welcome back to my channel and another video. This is my third video. I know eventually one day I will stop numbering the videos, but I'm still excited about it. So this is the third video. It's gonna be different than the last two. This is gonna be two easy, very affordable dinners I made myself last week. The situation last week was I was going on a trip Wednesday through Saturday. So these are going to be the dinners I made before the trip, Monday and Tuesday night. I did not go grocery shopping the weekend before. I am using what is left in my fridge, a lot of repeat ingredients, but some pretty good food, and as it's gonna say in the title, pretty cheap. I hope people get inspiration from this. As much as I love food, I think what I love more than food is cheap food. So alright, to the food. So I'm editing this video and I'm realizing every time I clicked on my screen for the image to like focus, my camera just didn't do it. I don't know if I'm gonna blame me or I'm gonna blame the camera. I guess it'd be healthy to blame me. I messed up, guys. I really messed up. The video on this is rough. So take it for what it is. I'm still posting it because I like the recipes so much, and the whole point of these videos is to inspire people to cook. So even if this very low quality video inspires one person to make some potato tacos or sesame noodles, then fine with me, but just giving you a warning. Alright, to the food. So even though these are spicy sesame noodles, they still need some protein, and I didn't have any form of protein in the house except chicken nuggets and tofu that I didn't feel like making. So what I did is I decided to make a chickpea scramble. So for anyone who doesn't know, you can use chickpea flour, mix it with water and a bunch of seasonings, and it kind of creates this batter that then you can put in a pan and just kind of zhuzh around, and it kind of represents scrambled eggs. And my favorite part of fried rice was always the little scrambled egg pieces. So that's the vibe that I was going for this. And it doesn't look like scrambled eggs right now, but as time goes on, and the more oil you add to get it like kind of crispy, the more and more it starts to resemble eggs, and it's pretty cool. It's a really great shelf-stable pantry option for scrambled eggs. So lately I've been into making noodles or like pasta with a sauce that doesn't require any cooking. So these are kind of like a riff off of chili oil noodles. I added some gochugaru, sesame seeds, minced onion, garlic, and a bunch of black pepper. This was just what I had on hand, but feel free to add whatever you want. Green onions, red pepper flakes, peanut butter would be good. The world is your oyster, and that includes your kitchen. So then the next step is to pour some hot oil over that mixture. And looking back, I wish I had added a little bit more oil. I think this is where not measuring gets me in trouble sometimes. It looked like I had put a bunch of oil in the pan, but maybe it wasn't enough. So what I decided to do is also add some soy sauce and then some toasted sesame oil after the hot oil. Also note that this is the bowl I am going to be eating the noodles out of too, so A+ for saving dish time, washing dishes time. So the noodles of my choice tonight were udon noodles, but feel free to use whatever you have. Udon, soba, ramen, spaghetti. Again, whatever you have. And then my other favorite thing besides sauces you don't have to cook is vegetables you don't really have to cook. So I did some carrot ribbons, and then by then my noodles were done. So I added the noodles to the same pan with the chickpea scramble, added the sauce on top, and stirred that until everything was evenly coated. And then when I felt everything was sufficiently coated, I added my carrot ribbons into the mixture and coated those and immersed those into the noodles as much as possible. And then after the carrots were mixed in, I added my kale. This is not the first time you'll be seeing the carrot kale combo, because once again, it's all I had this week. And then after the kale had wilted a little, I added some lime juice. I believe that was the juice from one lime. And to finish it off, I topped it with some more of the gochugaru, more of the toasted sesame oil. I got this at H Mart, but I saw Aldi had it too, which is pretty cool. And then I also did some sesame seeds as well. I think some seaweed would be really good in this, or peanuts. Like I said, like a peanut butter drizzle I think would be really delicious. But this is what it was at the end. And there it is. So a few years ago, before I even decided to stop eating meat, I had made the decision to buy meat less. This was for a few reasons, but one of them was actually money, believe it or not. I wanted to save some money. And I noticed when I gave up meat that what became very popular were vegetable tacos. Vegetables of any form: cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, mushrooms. But above all, the potato taco ruled above all of them, I would say. So that's what was for dinner tonight, some roasted potato tacos. So the best way to get crispy roasted potatoes, and do not skip this, for the love of God, please don't skip this, is to boil your potatoes first. I have wasted so many potatoes, not wasted, but not getting them as crispy as I liked because I did not boil them first. Oh, there's my smoke alarm going off. Hold on. And while boiling might seem like an extra step, it's not, because then you could do other things while you boil them. Like I prepared this pureed bean sauce I was gonna make. I don't want to call it refried beans, so I'm going to call it pureed bean sauce. I took a can of beans. Any bean would work for this. This was actually cannellini beans, which is not, traditionally used in taco dishes, I believe. But I put some better than bouillon chicken broth, the no chicken broth, red onion, and a bunch of seasonings, and I just let those go for basically the whole time. And then this might look familiar. It's going to be the raw carrot kale combo again, because as I've mentioned, only two vegetables I had, and I love not having to cook vegetables sometimes. It's just really nice to have fresh vegetables. And no one come at me. I know that some vegetables you don't get the maximum nutritional value when you don't cook them, but I'm gonna say some uncooked vegetables, cooked vegetables, it's all better than no vegetables. And then I'm coming in with that lime juice again. Look familiar? And just massaging the kale and the carrots so everything is almost marinated in the lime juice. So the second tip I have for the best crispy potatoes is after you boil them, to put them on a hot oiled pan. preferably an oven safe pan. So this is a cast iron skillet. I'm not a food scientist. I don't know why this works technically, but I think it's intuitive. You're hitting the potatoes with that hot oil so it gets a nice crispy crust at first. And this is also when I add my seasonings. So I salted the water, so I don't salt them here, but I added some cumin, paprika, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and I just let those crisp up and get seasoned before I put them in the oven. So those were in the oven at 425 degrees for about 45 minutes. You can basically do it for as long as you want. The longer you go, the crispier it gets. I mean, obviously don't put it in for 4 hours because it'll burn, but anywhere from 20 to an hour would be fine. So then while those were in the oven, I mashed those cannellini beans, and the goal was to form kind of like a paste bean spread type thing. It's not pretty, but trust me, it's delicious. And what it's going to do, it's going to add a nice creamy layer between the tortilla and the potatoes. So then there's going to be a creamy layer of the beans between the tortilla and the potatoes, but then on the potatoes, I decided to do a chipotle mayo sauce to add kind of like a creamy element on top. So then it was time to assemble the tacos. It made 6 tacos. I did the creamy bean layer on the tortilla, then the kale and the carrot, the potatoes, and then the chipotle mayo. Ugh, delicious. And that's all, folks. That was the 2 easy, affordable dinners I made for myself last week. I hope this inspires people to look at what's in their fridge. And not be afraid to maybe play around with some things the way that maybe they wouldn't have in the past. I know what's affordable and like what's available to me is going to look very different than what's affordable and available to other people. So by no means is this you have to follow it exactly, but you know, look at what seasonings you have, look at what pastas, noodles you have. Look at what vegetables, produce, pantry items you have and play around with it. And that's gonna be it for this video. If you enjoyed, please, as always, like and subscribe. I'm very happy that you made it to the end of this video, and as always, I also just love making these videos, and I'm excited to keep going. Have a great day, guys.